Okay, so let's begin with the big picture today. We grinding higher at the moment towards the 61.9% from this sell-off right here. We rallied very nicely 730 points. Let's see if it manages to go up to 500s, 9,500s. Then today's close will be key to this kind of to dictate which side will be traded within the next week, as we have this kind of trend up here. If you can see something like this, at the moment it's kind of breaking, but if we close above today, perhaps we can see further upside this week. But if we close to below, this could be very hard sell off down towards 9,000 initially. So the way I would like to trade this is to see if price holds any support within this area right here, the initial balance, and moves above and holds above. Then I would like to buy for a continuation rally up to 500. If on the other hand rejects this 500 and hold resistance and then goes below this initial balance and this open price and holds below 400, I would like to see if I would like to short it here for a 9,300 retest initially. But let's see. So the way we perceive this is the more it stays above this zone right here, the more we would like to hold for the upside, for more upside, or the more it goes below, the more we would like to hold for the downside. So I sorted here twice at the retest and previously here at the open. Let's see now if we manage to break down this VWAP and go for a retest of this open price or even initial balance low. Very nice trade so far here. Let's see how it will behave at these levels, if it holds support or if it will manage to break it down. So scale out half the position here, perhaps too early, but we can see multiple retests on volume weighted average price, but support here to the tick at 400s. Let's see, I would like to see this breaking down, and I would like to see how price will behave here, if it holds any resistance and then breaks it further downside. So price sold off here at initial balance low as expected, 55 points to the trade. I closed the previous trade early. Let's see now if this day's open price will hold and will give us a further downside towards 9,300s. Very nice downtrend right here. You can see immediately resistance here, resistance to us at volume weighted average price and below midpoint of this initial balance. Sold off below 400s, resistance at day's open price and then further downside. Let's see if this goes to 300 later. The more it holds below this area right here, we need to go with the trend and hold this position for further downside. Let's see here the statistics. So we are almost 80% of this 100% average range within the first hour of cash market trade. We broke down this kind of low volume grind trend line to the upside. Let's see if we manage today to go down to 300s or even lower. I close the position right here of 71 points. The second one I could have held it instead of 13 down to here or even this one. Let's see now if price will go up to the day's open price or initial balance low within this area and hold resistance and then sells further downside, or if it finds a complete reversal. So we'll see. So price reversed here and rallied above the initial balance. You can see here initially shorted. Now when you see failing to hold on the one side and holds above day's open price, and in this case 400s, then immediately uptrend. Another confirmation to get in is to go above this day's high and go for a stop below. You can see here straight uptrend. Of course this doesn't happen every day, but we have massive upsides. So I sorted here because of the 100% average range when this kind of breaks out. I would like to short again at 600s, but you don't need to fight this trend because it's very aggressive, but perhaps we can see some sideways action now. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have sideways action which favors, of course, the upside. So what we look for at this US Open is price to hold either this 500 or this previous low right here, and then go for further upside up to 600, let's say. On the other scenario is if price will manage to see if price will sell below 500 for this kind of initial balance high retest down here. But of course, the more time price spends above this, we have the exhaustion levels to the upside. Another scenario will be to see if price can go up to 200% of its average range, and I will try to short it around this 600 area. So I shorted here at the open, straight down move. Let's see how price will behave here at volume weighted average price. You can see here this previous high retest and failure, as I showed you earlier with the exhaustion level average range, not exhaustion yet. But because we came all the way up from straight 4 days rally, perhaps you can see some pullback right now. Let's see if this can go down to 450 or even lower within this kind of initial balance range of the day. So we can see here price held support this 80s area. Let's see if this is going to hold, and then we have a move up to 600. I would like to hold the position, but let's see. So close the short position, open in long position. We can see here continuous buying and higher lows. Price broke out. Let's see now how it will behave here at day's high and if it's going to retest. So failed to break this US cash open price. I shorted here for the momentum breakdown. Let's see if this 500 holds, and then we have a 450s retest. Price just chopping above and below 500. Perhaps this could be this kind of pattern, but I don't really know. Let's see if this holds and then it builds above this kind of day's high. We have crude oil inventories in 15 minutes, so perhaps this will dictate any move to the upside or downside. At the moment, flat. So we have flash down move here. I missed this this move. Let's see about crude oil inventories. Perhaps this could be a complete fake out move and will reverse upside. So price of course reversed from an initial spike. Now I shorted here. This is the scene of the crime when its initial move, this case to the downside, started. Let's see now if we go down to 450s or even lower at 440s. Very nice short trade. You can see you don't need to fight everything. When market waits for a big announcement at today's crude oil inventories, we need to wait. Of course, flash down move, then a retest of initial selling level, and then continuation. Let's see now if we go down to 400, very important levels, this volume weighted average price here and this initial balance high, which coincides with the value area high as well. Perhaps we can go down to 400. So I close the position here for 42 points. You can see initial support here at the initial balance high and value area high. Let's see if it's going to break it down though. Perhaps I close it early. You can see here immediately support at this very important area. That's why I closed the position here. Perhaps this could go further downside later, but it has a 30 points support, so let's see how it will behave. So price just sold off a few more points from where I closed my short position. Let's see what we have today. Initial selling here, then back above initial balance zone and held above midpoint of value area, and support here clearly at 400 retest, then all the way up to 500s, then held resistance at this previous high, gradually selling off here with lower highs, then initial sell off from US cash open, kind of head and shoulders here, but you cannot trust this, it's just choppiness, then sell off here at crude oils and support at this initial balance high, which coincides with value area high. Very important to see where we close today. If we close above or below 500, perhaps we can see tomorrow this kind of setup. I've drawn here the 76.4% of Fibonacci retracement. I don't really look at this, but perhaps when it coincides with kind of levels like this one, it could provide some good resistance. So we need to see where we will close today. If we close even lower than this, but again we have very strong upside. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.